third Tuesday Crafternoon here with the Waco McLennan County Public Library, and I'm Miss Jackie and happy to bring you another craft. So today we're going to be making a spider web with our own little spider inside. Does anybody think that spiders are spooky? Well, I kind of do, but I keep in mind that they're also our friends, and just like animals in nature, they have a wonderful purpose. You can maybe learn a little bit more about spiders and maybe think they're a little less spooky yourself with some of the books that we have here at the library. So come on in and ask us or place a reserve for curbside pickup. We'd be happy to get you some spider books. But for today, we're going to make our own little harmless spiders in their own web. Is everybody ready to get started? Well, I hope so. Now, when thinking about making a spider web, I began thinking, what color would it look like? Are they white? Are they gray? So I decided that I would make mine silver. But you know what else would be kind of neat? Is if you took your craft stick like this, just a regular little popsicle stick, and you put glitter on it. What about silver glitter? Would that be a really cool, sparkly, shiny spider's web? Maybe some glitter glue? Anything like that to help give him a little razzle-dazzle. The choice is yours, just like with all art. But for today, what I'm going to do is pour out some of our silver paint, and I'm going to put a light layer of the silver paint on our craft sticks, just like this. We do have to know that it's going to take a minute to dry before we can move on to our next step. And see, look at what a mess I've made. But that's part of having fun with art, isn't it? Making a good mess that we can clean up afterwards. All right, and once these dry, our next step will be to glue them together. Now we have the last of our glue. I just made a shape that almost looks a little like a star or something called an asterisk. But see how we have basic frame of a web right here. So once our glue from our glue stick kind of hardens and dries, we're ready to do our spider web. So how do we make a web? Well, we can get out our yarn if you have some, or if you have floss, or really anything like that that you think would make a nice web. What I'm going to do is start in the back and using my thumb, kind of hold on to my piece like this. I'm going to wrap my yarn, my string, whatever it is that we're using, around this a few times to definitely help hold it in place. Now we did put glue on it so that it would stay in one spot, but this just kind of helps our spider web get started. And see how cool that looks in the middle. Now what we're going to do is just start to wrap our web around the different pieces. And look at our web coming through. I think Spider-Man would be proud. What do you think? He's one of my favorite superheroes. All right, and we're just going to continue wrapping our spider web around just like this. All right, friends, as you can see, we are all done wrapping up our spider web. But how do we get this tied off? Well, what I'm going to do is just wrap it a few times like this and cut it off right here, just like that. And remember how we used a glue stick earlier to get all of our wooden pieces together? Well, we're just going to do the same thing here. We're just going to rub our glue stick along the end of our string that we just cut off, like this. And now he's going to stay intact, just like we did here. Okay, you have your string all tied off, and we have our little spider guy right in there. Now, I just printed out a spider that I then cut from the paper I printed out. But this time of year, stores may have those plastic spider rings. Those look so real, don't they? Well, if you have some of those in your house or laying around, or if you already plan on getting some, you can use that too. All right, so all we need to do now to have a spider tangling from our spider web is put a little bit of glue right on the end of our other piece of string that we just cut. We're going to make sure that that gets nice and sticky right there. All right. And he's going to hang off just like this. And we'll just tie him on to our spider web, and now our spider in the web has a friend, just like we're all friends here at the library. So I want to thank you for visiting our Crafternoon today and watching our video. Definitely give us a like and maybe even show us pictures of the spider web or the other crafts that you've been working on. So definitely post those. We love seeing what you've done. So until next time, goodbye and have a great rest of your day. See you soon.